Hello, everybody. This is the second video of our topper interview series where we interview people who have cleared IELTS and we ask them to share their experiences so that people who are preparing for IELTS right now can benefit from them or can learn something from them. So today we have Pranay, and Pranay has scored a band 7 in IELTS, and I think he gave his exam I think last month. Is that right, Pranay?
Yeah, on Jan
Right,
25th.
Jan 25th. All right. So can you tell us a bit about yourself, Pranay? Like, what is your background? Like specifically in English. Like, how do you speak English often, or has your education been in English, etc.?
Yeah, I'm actually from Hyderabad.
Okay.
I have born and brought up in Hyderabad.
Okay.
From childhood, I studied in English medium schools itself, so I have a good grip on English. But
Hmm.
I'm not so good at it. But I can manage English. But growing up, after getting into intermediate and BTech, I kind of picked up on my English because I need to give presentations, speakings, etc.
Right. Great. And how long did you prepare for the exam, IELTS?
It's around 20 days. Yeah.
20 days. Okay. And what was this preparation like? What did you do in these 20 days?
So when I first registered for IELTS, I started searching for YouTube videos. Like I especially watched IELTS Lays YouTube channel for
Hmm.
my listening and reading topics. And after that, another YouTube channel known as IELTS Advantage for writing and speaking.
Okay.
And I also referred many materials. I have also read the IELTS book they send us after we register,
Hmm.
and some of them with Smriti.
Okay. Okay. Reading. And what about writing? How
Right.
much time did you spend on writing?
So writing, like I didn't learn. Didn't practice writing in a whole week. But while I was doing reading and writing, listening, in between I have practiced some writing tests because even that we don't have any like how to score them. In listening and
Hmm.
reading, since it's the answer itself, we can like calculate our score. But coming
Hmm.
to writing and speaking, we don't know how we wrote or how we spoke.
Right. Right. Okay. And what was your experience with Smriti? And like our writing tool, essay checking tool. So how was that
Yeah,
for you?
so I had a thought like, why not search since AI is everywhere now? Why not search about it on Google? So I came across Smriti. In that, I have searched topics from the official IDP website, the sample questions. I have written myself those essays and submitted in Smriti.
Right.
So after checking the mistakes, improvements, grammar, suggestions, I kind
Hmm.
of felt okay. This is how real IELTS exam would work,
Hmm.
and I have spent almost 10 to 12 essays on Smriti, I guess, and
Okay.
it really helped me a lot.
And what about your exam experience? What was that like?
As everyone would feel, I felt very tensed getting into the exam hall.
Okay.
Like everybody says that IELTS is so hard, but for me, I
Hmm.
didn't feel that much hard. It was like moderate.
Okay. Okay. Great. And so, do you remember any of the questions, or maybe somewhere that you got stuck, or something?
I don't remember the question properly, but there was a listening part where I didn't even heard about those sentences. Like it was a fill in the blank question. There
Okay.
were questions and fill in the blank.
Hmm.
While the listening audio was running, I was reading those questions, but those questions were like didn't I didn't hear from those listening track. So instead of waiting for them to speak on it, like I have waited almost 2 minutes, I guess, I
Hmm.
just moved on to the next question. Like I
Okay.
didn't spend much time on it and I have guessed the answers, but I don't know whether they got correct or not.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And what about reading? Since you spent, I think, maximum amount in reading, so what was reading
Uh,
experience?
Coming to the time management, I think I have managed my time pretty well. Like in the first reading passage, which is a easier one of the three, I spent
Hmm.
around 15 minutes, and the
Hmm.
second one around 20 minutes, and for the last one I have spent 25 minutes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have
Cool.
actually got like 2 to 3 minutes pay time to check all the answers and change any answers.
Okay. Okay. Great. And what about writing?
Yeah, actually coming to writing, the topic was bit confusing.
Okay.
It was about like worker jobs like car repair, and those should get priority rather than giving university students higher education, like giving government helping other university students.
Okay.
Like I don't know what to write, but as time passes on, I have come up with 2 or 3 ideas like to discuss about,
Hmm.
and I have written it. If the
Okay.
it was another topic, I think I would have written well,
Mm-hmm.
but I was okay with it.
All right. How many words did you write? Do you remember?
For the first part, it was around 190. We need to write
Hmm.
150. I have written around 190, and the first
Hmm.
second one around 300, I guess.
Around 300. Okay. And what about the first task? Like, did you find any challenges there?
Coming to the first task, I have
Hmm.
spent the most of the time in graphs, charts, pie charts, and etc. But the question I got was based on the map, like the
Oh.
previous map and
Hmm.
proposed map. So I have
Okay.
spent only 2 or 3 based on that.
Huh.
It was bit
Right.
of challenge for me.
Okay. Okay. So basically, something new came up in the exam.
Yeah, yeah. I want to say that like if you want to spend on the task one, we should spend on everything equally. Like we don't know what topic we are gonna come across.
Yes. 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 Okay. So how did you handle that? Like, since you were not used to the map question, so how did you handle that?
So coming to grammar and vocabulary, it's almost same for everything. So I was able to manage that. But coming to words like, for example, if you take in graphs, we use words like gradual increase, a
Hmm.
sudden drop, like that. But coming to
Hmm.
maps, I don't know the words or anything else. I have managed it by like I have written 2 or 3 based on that, right? So I was
Hmm.
able to manage like comparing the roads from the previous and proposed. Like the road was like this, and
Hmm.
then in the proposed one there is a connection between these roads, like that.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. And what about speaking? So speaking, I'm sure would have been separate, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, like before getting into the speaking room, I have only one thing in my mind. Like I need
Hmm.
to pronounce my words correctly and
Right.
use vocabulary correctly. Like I thought I shouldn't use my complex sentences or words.
Huh.
If I miss those, I think I will lose my score. So
Right.
main focus was to speak clearly and in a good language, like without any
Hmm.
grammatical mistakes. Like I was aiming for around 7. I know I
Hmm.
won't get a 8 or 9, but if I try, I
Hmm.
may get. But if I mess up, uh,
Hmm.
again I'm gonna lose score. And after
Yes.
getting into the room, like the invigilator was good. Like the person who talks with us, he was
Hmm.
friendly,
Hmm.
and uh, at first 2 3 minutes I was so tense. I was like stammering a lot, but after that I
Okay.
got used to it. I just spoke
Okay.
normally how would I speak with another person in English.
Great. 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 All right. It is great talking to you, Pranay. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your advice and tips for other students. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for
Bye.
taking time to teach me.
Thank you. Thank you.